I'm Nathan Ninja Monkey. You could say that I'm a bit of a Japan travel otaku. I travel to Japan multiple times a year as a tourist, and my aim is to create content as a tourist for tourists, all those interested in traveling to Japan. And nothing makes me happier than seeing you guys have an amazing trip after following my advice. So please do check out some of my travel guides and easy to follow itineraries. Okay. Welcome to Ninja Monkey. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm wearing my microphone and hopefully everything is going well. By the way, I am walking around my neighborhood. This is like pretty much where I live, like sort of. I've walked a little bit out of the way because I don't want people to know exactly where I live. But hey, yeah, I wanted to practice because after all, we need to practice, right? Got to get it right. So, as always, just remember that we can be talking about Japan and background noise level is at a good level. Can hear the cars but driving by, but you're very clear. Is it working? Is the microphone working? 1, 2, 3, I think so, yeah. I think so. I'm not very even sure if the main microphone is working. But anyway, everyone, welcome to Gibraltar, sunny Gibraltar. It's just gone 9 p.m. We have another hour of light, and my plan is to sort of just have a little chat with you, talk Japan, go to have a drink somewhere, maybe have a pint, since I'm outdoors, maybe a Coke Zero, I don't know, we'll see, and basically explore and do a little bit of practicing. So let's see who's in the chat, by the way. I have to say I'm a bit self-conscious because this is my neighborhood, but so people know me. If that makes any sense. It's so much easier to do these things in foreign countries where people don't know you. But when you have to do this at home, it's a little bit strange. Obviously, just a few things to note. Number one, there's no like donation thing at the top, but I wanted to mention the £20 donation by Jim just before the stream. Thank you very much. If I don't see any of your donations or I can't shout them out, then I apologize. I'll try to do so, and I'll try to shout them out at some point during a future stream. And just a quick reminder, if you are new to the channel, I have a second channel, new channel, baby channel. Basically went live on Sunday, so not even a week old. Happy Gaijin, check it out. Maybe somebody can check it out, and hopefully everything is going well. So any technical problems, any technical hiccups, we'll try to sort out on the stream as we sort of go along. And I'm just going to turn the camera around just to show you what Gibraltar looks like, because you might be interested, right? This is where I live. This is where I've been brought up. So let's just turn things around a little bit. This is a very popular jogging path, by the way. Nice little Italian restaurant here, by the way. Very good food. Very nice atmosphere and ambience. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody stops me at some point during the stream, because people know me. In fact, there's already somebody here who's going to stop me. I am 100% sure. That's the Rock of Gibraltar, by the way, up there. Rock of Gibraltar. You know, Gibraltar's known for its famous rock, and pretty cool. How are you doing? Good. Yeah? So, and check out the view. Just to give you an idea. I don't know if you can see, the sun is going to set soon-ish, in about 40 minutes, I'm guessing. That's Spain over there, by the way. And that's if I zoom in, you'll be able to see, oops, if I zoom in, see that that is Union Jack, the British flag flying over whatever that tower is. So yeah, basically Enoshima was crazy. I'm looking at the chat. I'm going to stop in a minute on a bench or something, and I'll just go through and see who's here, because I always like to say hello to everyone who is here, obviously, and all that. It's I have to say that I've become so comfortable at streaming from home and having everything, you know, there set up and ready, that streaming outdoors is a whole different thing. I'm not gonna lie, it's a completely different thing. It's so different. Okay, there's a little ledge here that maybe I can sit down and check out who's in the chat. Does it, can I balance it? Yeah. All right, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go through the chat. Apologies if I missed you out. I'm not even very sure if super chats will appear on here, because it's a little bit different. It's a prism that I'm using, and I use it only when I'm in Japan. I don't really use it. I don't stream. Hey, Philippe is here and Caroline is here. I'm Mr. Japan evening from the sunny UK. Hey, hey, hey. Nice one. Sunny, sunny, sunny. Wobbly wobbler. Hey, how you doing? I always download my wallpaper from Anna. It highlights Japan holidays, says Philippe. I mean, Gibraltar's quite pretty, I'd say, right? I'd say. What do you think, guys, from what you've seen so far? Black Impala, I'm from Toronto. Warning, Florida right now. Good times. Okay, cool. Jim Ross, the Avengers Assemble, indeed. And walk and talk. Yes, a little bit different. Jesse, hey, Amni, that's why West Texas is nice. Might be 103, but at least it's dry. Yeah, Japan is crazy. I want to talk about some of the comments also that I've got in the last few videos. And I've got some really interesting comments, I have to say. If I miss any of you guys out, I do apologize. CE Rose, hello Monkey Crew, hello. Jeff, going for a little stroll today. I've actually sprayed myself with bug repellent because I know that I'm going to be eaten alive. It's mosquito period, you know, mosquito season right now. And sorry if I miss anyone. Jesse, sounded like you weren't a terribly happy gaijin in Hiroshima. That's a good one. Alleged. A ledge, a ledge, a ledge. The Rock of Gibraltar, like the Rock of the movies. Are you the Rock of Gibraltar? I am. Well, I am in the Rock of Gibraltar, on the Rock of Gibraltar. Forget Japan, I might need to plan a trip to Gibraltar, says Jeff. Cool. How's it going? Hey, Maurice, doing well. Mina, hey, and Shannon Orewa, I like your t-shirts from the US, but you're Japanese. Ah, hajime mashite, hajime mashite. Awesome. Amnestar celebrates 9 months of membership. Yay! Get that practice in. Can't wait to see the walking streams from Japan. That's the whole point of practicing, I guess, right? Because when I'm in Japan, I want to do, you know, as much streaming as I can, maybe every day, maybe every other day, see how it goes. But I want to keep streams, you know, nice at like an hour and a half, so I can get on and do other stuff. Although you guys keep me give me such good company that I tend to, you know, go on for a little bit longer when I'm traveling. I want to check out to see if indeed this microphone is even working. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. I'm gonna move away. Can you still hear me? I think so. I think the microphone is working. This is yay. This is good. This is good. This is good. Okay. I think that means that the microphone is working, and we've got the problem solved from last time. Hopefully yep, definitely working. Sorry if I blew your ears out, by the way. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's not, you know, when you live somewhere, it's not until you sort of go for a little walk and wanna like sort of show people where you live, where you start realizing that actually where you live isn't half bad. I mean, it's tiny. It's like one of the most tiny little like countries, territories in the world, and it's actually the most, if not one of the most densely populated places in the world too. I think maybe 4th most densely populated in the entire world. So, yeah. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Have a good day.
So yeah, one of the most densely populated places in the world. So yeah, we'll carry on walking a little bit, and yeah, obviously we can recommend places to check out, etc. Clearly, it's time for you to do some on the street reporting, maybe. Bye. Some of my pupils. Any recommendations for Kyoto? There's so many things to do in Kyoto. Obviously, the Gion district of Kyoto is pretty epic. It's very beautiful. And you know, you can do things like geisha hunting, but I don't like to use geisha hunting really, because at the end of the day, you know, I think we need to be respectful. Geishas don't like to be photographed or touched or anything like that. However, there's nothing wrong with going out, you know, trying to see if you can spot a geisha. And in the evenings, and if you're staying in Gion, it's a really great place. It seems to me like maybe I'm gonna have to do a top 10 Kyoto video after that top 10 Tokyo video. Remember that video that I just put out? Maybe somebody can actually put the link to that video. But what I was gonna say is that actually that video that I put out on Tokyo, just wanted to remind you all that that is not actually those were not my top 10 sort of things. Those were not my top 10. Those were literally the top 10 of like the most visited places, if that makes any sense. So I just tried to go for the most visited places, regardless of what I thought. It was very difficult, because at one point I really wanted to, I'm a little bit biased. There's some of those places that I wouldn't necessarily put in the list, but I needed to keep it real and report, like a reporter, right? Keep the facts there. Those were the facts ultimately, and I'll probably follow it up soon at some point with my top places to visit, and I'll probably continue a series with like top 10 of Kyoto. Like, it was quite fun. Okay, cool. I mean, in terms of Kyoto, I think, and probably Japan will probably, you know, say that I'm right, and that is the philosopher's path. The philosopher's path in Kyoto is stunning, no matter what time of the year, because it's literally a stream that you can walk by, and there's some temples and traditional sort of like stores, etc. So yeah, the philosopher's walk or philosopher's path is one that a lot of people sort of shy away from, and it's definitely worth checking out. I would 100% say, to be honest. Hey, do you see what I mean? It's what happens when you live in a in a community where everybody knows each other. Ninja hunting, indeed. So I'm going to turn the camera around just so you can see what I'm seeing a little bit. Hello. Where are you from?
Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Is this your first time in Gibraltar?
Many times.
Many times. Ah, we have some Filipino people here. This is a live YouTube.
What's your name, YouTube?
My name is Ninja Monkey.
Ninja monkey.
Yeah.
Ninja Monkey. Yeah, we'll follow.
Fine. Say hello. Say hello.
Hi.
Bye.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm local.
You're local?
Yeah.
Ninja Monkey.
Bye. Filipinos are always so friendly, I swear. Filipinos are like always friendly. Anyway, new fans. We got new fans. New fans or new followers or whatever you want to call them. Nathan reporting live from Japan in less than 3 weeks. Like literally in like maybe 2.5 weeks by now. Like in 3 weeks time, in 3 weeks time, I will be in Japan already, basically. So just thinking, I just don't want to be killed or crushed crossing the road. Let's see, people are staring at me. Ah! All right, let's continue. All right, let's see. I'm a little jealous. It looks so nice. It is pretty nice. What is a soapland? Okay, a soapland. Maybe some of you can explain in the chat. A soapland is basically an adult store. Okay, like imagine an adult store. That is a soapland, and I'm not going to go into any further details. In fact, what I'm going to do, I think, because you're also, I'm going to take you to one of my favorite sort of like pubs that I go to. In fact, you will probably, if you ever come to Gibraltar on a Saturday morning, you will most likely see me there sitting down with a coffee and having a full English breakfast, doing some editing with my headphones on, or potentially writing a script for YouTube, or catching up on comments, etc. Because I think when you do YouTube, you do content creation, you need to sort of like have some kind of a routine, and that's my routine. Saturday morning, I do some YouTube work for an hour or two in this place that I'm going to take you. But I want to show you, I'm going to cross the road again, I want to show you some other pretty cool, and without dying, Rock of Gibraltar, cable car. I've taken you up there before, I'm going to take you up there another day. This is, ooh, shall we go in? It's open. This is a graveyard, a cemetery, okay? The Trafalgar Cemetery is pretty cool. There's Trafalgar Cemetery. Basically, there are graves from 1805 and there are graves from 1798. For you Americans, that's quite old. And this here, this is actually, when it's actually in season, this is the wisteria tunnel. So this is our tiny little wisteria tunnel. Obviously, they're not in bloom right now. They bloom at a very similar time to Japan, which is quite interesting. All right, I'm not going to go too far in. It's not too big, but it's quite a pretty cemetery, like graveyard, yeah. It's quite pretty. Very, I guess, spooky, I don't know. Very sort of like, you could say, it's kind of like what you would expect an old English graveyard cemetery to be like. But I'm gonna get out of here before it gets dark, guys. All right, let's get out of here. It's pretty. The when it's all like a full of wisteria. Nothing like Ashikaga Flower Park, but hey, anyway. All right, let's see. The people in we're going to go to now, it's not too far. The people, they probably know me. I'm there every Saturday, and they'll probably say, gold latte, which is what I always order, like a latte but with a special shot of coffee. And yeah. But I think I might have a Coke Zero, or I might have a pint. I'm going to say something, this is really freaky. When I'm at night, right? When I am a little bit drunk and I'm walking home, and I see like, I walk home and it's like 3 in the morning, and you see this dude there, it's quite scary. It's quite scary, that's all I'm saying. By the way, given his username, pretty sure he's a troll. I'm not very sure who you're talking about, but hey, I can't keep an eye on the chat all the time, but what I'll do is every now and then I'll stop and I'll obviously check the chat. Hey, look, and for those of you who are not aware, Gibraltar is a British overseas territory, hence we have all of these sort of like British telephone boxes there. Whoa. Pretty cool, I guess. So far, I must say that my streaming practice ain't too shabby, if you must say. Ain't too difficult. Right, let's turn things around. Okay. We're going into the high street, the main street of Gibraltar. It's a high street. We're going to go past the governor's residence, which is, you know, quite something. Oh, and check out what I'm wearing. What do you think, guys? It's pretty cool. All right, soon we're going to be stopping in the pub that I frequent quite often, and I'll be able to hopefully plonk the tripod down and get myself a cold drink, check through the chat, see who's here, and talk a little bit Japan. Any Japan questions? Obviously, I am walking around Gibraltar, but we can talk and give advice. We already have spoken about the Philosopher's Path. In fact, check out Japan Ichiban. He posted a few really nice shorts, I think they were, in his YouTube channel. So you should definitely check out his shorts. They're pretty. Maybe Japan Ichiban, you can get a link to that short of the Philosopher's Path and share it. Philosopher's Path is definitely one of those places that make, you know, is at the bottom of tourist lists, but actually it's really nice, really nice. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Getting there. Oh, it's warm. It gets warm now in the summer, and it just stays warm, you know, like in the evening. Not like Japan, because Japan just goes, it gets hot and it stays hot all day, all night. At least it cools down a little bit, but it's still hot, if that makes any sense. Right, let's turn things around because we're just approaching the governor's residence. Usually there's a guard outside. I'm not very sure there's going to be a guard now, just because of the time of the day. It's now coming up to 9:30 in the evening. But just here on this side, you'll see the official governor's sort of like residence. This is the pub called the Angry Friar. A friend of mine actually owns it, or somebody who went to school owns it. Here, there he is. Hey. And very, I don't know. I don't know what to think of all this. You can see, right? Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna cross the roads. And now we're getting to the main streets. Check that out, guys. I mean, you know, things are old and you realize how old things are. 1560, that chapel, 1560, that is old. That is freaking old, right? Ooh. A drop in viewers, I wonder why. Okay, let's see if I can find a table outside, because that would be perfect. It might be difficult though. I'm gonna have to go inside. Oh, there's a table there. Let me go inside. I'll sit there in the corner. But I just want to show you inside if there's nobody inside. Well, I can sit at the window. Ooh. Hello, I'm streaming, by the way. Yeah, do you want to say hello?
Yes, please. Hello. Was it front facing?
Well, it's here. The microphone's here.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello, Nathan. Hey, guys. My name is Jared. I'm the biggest maniac in Gibraltar. I spend here for too long, and my eyes are droopy.
And what do you do? Like you create. I'm gonna sit there.
I do 3D animation.
He creates 3D animation. It's pretty cool. Do you want to show?
And I have a motion capture suit to my side, but yes, I can show you. Oh God, you put me on the spot.
Get it ready, and I'll show them now in a minute.
I've got it ready.
Right, let's see. I'm gonna plunk myself here. Hi. Right. So. Welcome to Ninja Monkey. Now, I am in my element. This is my spot, actually. This is exactly where I sit pretty much every single time I come here with my laptop. And yeah. So, hopefully, yeah. Do you want to bring it here? Okay. I'll just bring this out.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
So, Jared is a
3D animator.
3D animator. And
I make shorts, usually with like super soldiers and that. And well, this is one of my latest stuff. It's really fast paced. It hasn't been released yet, so you're seeing some.
wow, and then you got my microphone on the way.
Some back, some behind the scenes stuff. But yeah.
Ooh, take the hand out of the way.
So that's the quality that I'm usually going for. All Unreal Engine, of course. And when you see a character moving, that is me in real life. I use motion capture technology.
I don't know if this means anything to anyone.
Yeah, does this? I don't know. We can tell. We'll have to check. But yeah, so.
What's your Instagram? If you want to follow him, you can follow him on Instagram. Oh, Jeff says wow, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you, Jeff.
Caroline says very cool.
Thanks, Jeff.
Let's put this up. Caroline says very cool. Wow.
Hi.
Nice. Hey, Pat, what was that?
Pumpkin King.
Pumpkin King. Hey, nice.
Have you seen their stuff? Oh my god, yes, I love their starters videos. Oh my god, you struck something in me. I mean, can he do a Ninja Monkey 3D? I could if you wanted me to.
Anything, yeah, anything. We're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah,
right?
oh no, okay.
A collaboration.
That is my cousin.
Collaboration. So this is a local 3D animator. I think he definitely spends more time than me here.
8 to 14 hours. I came in here earlier today around 9 a.m. And I really haven't left.
What?
Yeah, I only got 3 hours of sleep this night. I went to sleep around 5 o'clock because basically I was trying to get my motion capture suit to be portable. It's amazing. Actually, I saw it when I first started doing 3D animation, which was about 3 years ago. And because my brother and I were big Warhammer. Well, we're not big, but like we used to be when we were kids. And yeah, man, Astartes is amazing.
Was that Warhammer?
Yeah, Warhammer.
Okay.
It was proper like Space Marines, and it starts with like a space Space Battle.
My cousin has a YouTube channel.
One. Really? Who's your cousin?
Stephen.
Oh yeah, I actually follow him on Instagram.
SN Battle Reports.
Yeah.
That's my cousin. I was a YouTuber first though. He copied me.
Russian Badger. I've never heard of Russian Badger actually.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're gonna get back to Japan, or else we'll start losing the
I will
viewers.
keep speaking about this.
But yeah, ooh, maybe I should. Anyway, so now we can get to the chat, and hopefully somebody will serve me. Necesito algo. Una cervecita. ¿Qué tiene? ¿Qué tiene? I'll let you guys decide. I'm gonna have a beer, okay? So you can wait. Let me just move this. Ah. Okay. To en directo. What beer should I have? Estrella. I'm not gonna have Guinness. Sidra. I have Superbock. También. Superbock also. Superbock or down there. I think I might have a Superbock actually. I might not even let anybody choose. Or una estrella. Estrella está bueno también. Sí, ¿no? Una pinta de Superbock.
No, pinta de Superbock no tengo. Pinta de Superbock no tengo.
Superbock no tiene. Botella no tiene, no está. Ah. Entonces una. No, Guinness no. De estrella, sí. I'm gonna have an estrella. There we go. He'll bring it to me. All right. Okie dokie. Let me just get back to the chat. Sorry, guys. Start losing it, you know. Gracias. Thank you. Oh my God, this is quite wild. Ginger monkey drinking, not drinking Coke Zero, right? Like a true man of action, Nathan sits with back against wall and eyes on the door. 100%, Jim. Always. I have something I always like to see out, you know. Always. Any tips for Lake Kawaguchiko? I'm going in November. Seems like there's no Shinkansen from Tokyo. What do you recommend? Regular trains, bus, transfer to people traveling? I think when it comes to Kawaguchiko, it's a matter of looking at what options are available for the time slot that you want to go. And also my recommendation, because you're probably going to want to see Mount Fuji, is there is a Mount Fuji webcam, and that might give you a good idea of whether or not the weather is clear enough to see Mount Fuji, because you could very easily be disappointed, very, very easily be disappointed. Oh, there you go. Buses also, but it does depend on when you want to go, because buses might be less common. You know what I mean? So. I don't read manga, but lately I read. Miteman. Oh, I lost it. It was really good. Okay. Not sure if you have been to Tokyo Disneyland, but which park of the two parks would you recommend for a day or part of a day? I've been to Disney Sea, and I would probably say that I would say Disney Sea just because it's the only one in the world. If you're going to do one of the Disney parks, I don't tend to recommend people do, the Disney parks necessarily, because there's so much to see in Japan. But if there's one of the two, obviously do the one that is unique to Japan, right? Dude, that shirt, I know. I put it on for you. I actually 4. I'm going to put it on so that Dying Gull can explain it to the audience. If you take the bus from Shinjuku and the weather is clear, you start seeing awesome views of Mount Fuji almost immediately. That is so cool. Caroline, thanks for sharing that, by the way. Lads and lasses. Lassies. Lassies? Lassies? Lasses. Lasses. There's so much material. The kilted warrior appears, indeed. Chanarewa, it should be really cold to be in Kawaguchiko Lake area in November, probably. But the sky should be clear to see the Mount Fuji then. Yeah, obviously, as you go into the winter months, you start seeing more of Mount Fuji, by the way. Oh my God, Dying Gull is living his best life in Italy, in Rome right now. By the way, Kampai, I'm having an estrella, by the way. Maybe you will be horrified. I think the weather in Japan, September, October, would be pretty nice. Probably kind of similar to spring, I'm guessing. Dying Gull will be the perfect person to answer that question, I would say. On the before, somebody mentioned my video, Happy Gaijin video that I posted on Enoshima. Somebody said, "Oh, you didn't look like a happy gaijin in Enoshima." You know what? I kind of was, because I'm the one. You know, I really enjoy seeing people, kind of like in their element, and that's one of the things that I most definitely saw in Enoshima. In Enoshima, a lot of people, thousands of people were there to get their fortune for the year, which obviously made for a very unique and interesting experience. But I was there more as an observer, and you know what? It wasn't as even though there were thousands and thousands of people, I think it probably took me less than an hour to get to the general temple shrine area. And once I was up there, it wasn't too bad. So overall, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. Yes, was I a little bit disappointed? Yes, because I went there thinking that I was going to do something completely different. Thinking that I was going to, film a nice YouTube video about Enoshima and that kind of thing. But that's what happens, you can't control everything. Or you can, because I should have done my research a little bit better. Well, I should have arrived a little bit earlier. But I had been partying the night before. It was New Year's, so that's basically what happened. I was a little bit hungover and slow, and I probably got to Enoshima a little bit later than I expected. I wanted to get there for like 9 a.m., but I probably got there at midday, so not the best time to arrive during the 1st of January in a major temple sort of situation. If you haven't watched that video, please check it out. Maybe one of my mods can actually share that video for me. That would be pretty cool. So, let's continue. Can you take a ferry to Southern Korea and get a stamp on my passport? Well, if you actually go into Korea, then yes, my understanding is yes, you're entering another country, so you should get a stamp, obviously. Do you know of any places just outside of Tokyo that you would recommend for a day trip? Yeah, there's plenty of places. Like, for example, Atami is a really easy one to go to outside of Tokyo if you have the JR pass. It's literally, if you're staying in I think, especially if you're staying in the Shinagawa area, it's like probably like half an hour, 20 minutes away from Shinagawa on the Shinkansen. It's not far at all, and it's a pretty nice day trip. Then if you want to, you could also do the typical Nikko, you could do Hakone, even places that are a little bit less visited, like... What? Okay, the guy has just brought me another pint for free, so now I have 2. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, what else would I recommend? I've done a series about Ashikaga quite an interesting place, quite a lot to see, quite a lot to do. In terms of day trips, you could even do Nagano as a day trip very easily. You could do Matsumoto to check out the Matsumoto Castle, also as a day trip, also from Tokyo. Kamakura is amazing. Enoshima and Kamakura, I would join that. You can do Yokohama as a day trip. It's literally limitless. You could even go up to Morioka for a day trip if you wanted to. Like 2.5 hours maybe on the Shinkansen. If you have the JR pass, that's not too bad. Get up nice and early and you'll be there pretty quick. 3 pints, I'll be there in 90 minutes. I wish you could be here in 90 minutes. You're in the same continent, dude. You're in the same continent. Next time, bring your daughter to Gibraltar. Odawara, like I said, it's like literally limitless. And it all depends on how sort of committed you are to travel, right? Because for me, I would probably set myself a limit of 3 hours for a day trip there and back. I will be okay with that. I would obviously have to plan it in and leave super early, get a train at 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning to get there before 11. If it's a 3-hour trip, and then you have most of the day there. Obviously, I would say that you'd probably have to, like micromanage your trip a little bit, like because you'd be quite limited in terms of time. But yeah, just in theory, you could even go. And I know a lot of people that go to Kyoto for the day, which I think is madness personally. But in theory, you could do it. You go to Kyoto for the day. But hey. I'm planning my 6 weeks trip for the first time in Japan. Wow, awesome. I'll be in Japan for 6 weeks very soon, and I'm so excited. Let's see what people have to say. Nico for some hiking and outdoor stuff. Nico is full of beauty, that's 100% for sure. Kamakura. Nagoya Station is massive. Maglev Railway Museum, Nagoya Castle, Toyota Museum, Legoland. And if you can get hold of a ticket, the Ghibli Park. But Ghibli Park is about an hour away, right, from Nagoya. That's my understanding, anyway. So we did Osaka in a day. 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. was a very packed day, but it can be done. 100% can be done, right? So this is the beauty of Japan. I think it's one of the few countries which has the travel, infrastructure, train infrastructure that allows you to go on these crazy day trips. Like I would not, in a million years, think of going on a day trip to Barcelona, for example. It would be quite crazy. Odawara is a former seat of the Hojo, complete with castle, 30 minutes outside Tokyo Station, with wee bars and onsen, easy return same day. Awesome. Odawara, have I been to Odawara? This is a very good question, and if I haven't, maybe I'll have to fill up my time and check it out for a day trip. I think Osaka can be done in a day. Kyoto, no, there's too much to see. Yeah, definitely. But then again, like different people, it's very difficult to answer these questions. I've been getting a lot of like for example, that video that I put out about things that I've learned or what to pack and what not to pack. Hey there, Michelle, how are you doing? What to pack and what not to pack. One of the things that I mentioned was to make sure that you pack your own deodorant, because Japan doesn't really do deodorant for Westerners. And yeah, I've had a few comments saying, oh no, buy your deodorant in Japan because Japanese people don't like strong scents, so you're better off basically having body odor, and I completely disagree with that. First of all, maybe there's a difference between deodorant in the United States of America and in Europe, but generally when I wear deodorant, you can't really smell it. You wear it, you smell it at the very beginning, but it's not like a perfume or a cologne. That's what I would say. Here, the antiperspirants that I wear usually are not colognes. So maybe people are just getting confused and don't know the difference between a cologne, a perfume, and a deodorant. But I can assure you that I think I've seen. I mean, one of the comments actually says something like, if you're wearing Western deodorant, people won't approach you, won't want to talk to you. Well, I can assure you that people won't want to speak to you or approach you if you stink. Just in the terms of deodorant, there are plenty of antiperspirants that are not scented, that will just stop you from perspiring, right? Anyway, just my thoughts. Please don't stink in Japan, lads. Exactly. Well, you've got no idea, Dangol. I've got quite a few comments on that video basically saying that don't take deodorant with you to Japan because Japanese people don't like strong scents. And I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty sure a Japanese person would much prefer you smelling of Dolce & Gabbana than basically stinking of body odor. But hey, but then again, like I said, you don't need to buy like the really strong antiperspirants and really strong smelling stuff. 28 degrees in Switzerland. Whoa, Paolo. 30 years, I have ideas, 100%. Aloha, hey Radford, how are you doing? By the way, thank you very much, Radford, for bumping up to the top tier of Patreon. Very much appreciated. Arigatou gozaimasu. And I can't believe that we still haven't got you the postcard. I sent Radford a postcard, like, I want to say over a month ago to Hawaii, and he still hasn't freaking received it, which is so annoying. So I have a second one to send out, but I might hold off Radford until I get to Japan and send it from there, because I'll be in Japan in under 3 weeks, and the likelihood is that you'll probably receive it quicker if I send it from Japan. Or maybe I should send both. Maybe I should send one. Radford. What? I can't. Yeah, but maybe what I'll do is we'll do a race, right? What I will do is maybe if I can is I'll send a postcard from Gibraltar the day that I leave, and I'll send one from Japan the day that I arrive. I'll see which one arrives first. That would be pretty cool. How do I rent a car in Japan? What companies would you recommend to rent? Okay, I have to say there. Oh, I can't read it very well. Math debater, nice name by the way, very clever. I have to say that at the moment I've never driven in Japan, but it's going to change. My plan is to drive in Japan, to rent in Japan, so hopefully there'll be some video info coming your way soon in that regards. But from all my research, basically there are plenty of online car rental places that you can use, and a lot of them have merged, so it's quite easy. Mail goes in slow-mo, it seems that way. It seems that way, Radford, by the way. I've been working on my merch for patrons, by the way, and I have some samples, and I am so happy. Incredible stickers. I've got samples of a bandana and t-shirts that I've only been given photos, but I'm going to go and check out on Friday. I've got some postcards that have been made from my photos that will be Patreon exclusives. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, then Patreon is going to reward you. You get special stickers soon. You'll be getting special postcards, like personalized postcards, not only like postcards that have been photos that have been taken by me, but I'll handwrite something. Diet changes your natural scent. Longer in a place, you smell like a local. That is so true. Just note to self: eat Japanese food like for a month or two before going to Japan. Maybe that will solve everything. The tolls driving in Japan seem steep from what I've heard, what I've seen. Yeah, seems that way. Oh, you go by RAD. Okay. Probably faster to mail from Japan. It might arrive while I'm in Japan. Oh, you're there until the 17th. The 10th of July until the 17th. Wait a minute. I've got this right. Have I got this right? July the 10th to the 17th. So, will you be in Tokyo? Will we be able to meet up quickly if you're in Tokyo? I'll be in Tokyo from the 12th to the 14th in Tokyo, the very first stint of my trip, by the way. Okay, let's see. Asians usually don't have the glands that make us West people smell bad, so the deodorant there are not strong enough. Take your deodorant from home, I agree, and buy a scented free one if yours are too scented. Yeah, that's exactly what maybe I have to be a lot more clearer when it comes to these things, you know, like, definitely. Ooh. By the way, I'm not very sure if Super Chats and Patrons and PayPal I won't see. So if you are sending anything, I don't know if you are, but if you have, then please let me know. A PayPal I might just about get a notification on my watch. But if you do, please just say, hey, by the way, I've donated or whatever. If that's something that you've done. Because I wouldn't want to like you to think that I'm ignoring you. It's just that the platform that I'm using, I don't necessarily see these things happen, you know. So hot, my God, it's so warm right now. Sir, I swear, I'd rather smell like strong baby powder than bad body odor. I agree 100%. I hate BO. Like, I even carry my little spray of deodorant with me on my bag wherever I go. I think that the key is when you're in Japan, just don't spray yourself in public. Go somewhere discreet where nobody can see you if you're gonna like top up your deodorant, you know? Definitely. Oh, you'll be in July. Tokyo, July the 10th to the 13th. So, we might be able to quickly meet then. Quickly. I will arrive on the 12th, by the way. And on the 13th... Alan, dude, get yourself a cerveza. I have a cerveza. Thank you very much for the £10, Alan. Much appreciated. Arigato gozaimasu. Thanks for the PayPal. If you set a PayPal, I will get a notification. So, thank you for being part of the Ninja Monkey stroke Happy Gaijin crew. 135 subscribers, super happy. Happy Gaijin, not too bad, not too shabby. I wasn't sure. I was expecting to hit the 100 subscriber mark probably like 3 or 4 weeks, not 4 or 5 days. So I'm quite happy with that. And yeah, I'm glad that I did what I did because a lot of the things are unlocked for a month, which I didn't know, I hadn't realized. So basically, if you're going to start a YouTube channel for streaming, etc., then get it started before you go to Japan because literally, a lot of the things aren't unlocked unless you've been like on YouTube for a month. So at the moment, my Happy Gaijin channel is sort of like there's a few things that I don't have access to, because of the fact that that it isn't even a month old. So, well, no, he's given me a pint for free.
Did he?
Yeah, but do you want it?
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Another pint.
I'll get another thing later, yeah? Or whatever. Okay, let's see. Enjoy the beer, thank you. Onsen, Beppu is amazing. Did somebody ask, have you tried any onsens? And if so, any recommendations? Okay, I need to talk about this Pumpkin King because onsen is a little bit of an obsession of mine. Takanagawa Onsen, which I actually featured on my very first video of my Happy Gaijin channel, is potentially one of my most favorite onsens that I've been to, especially in the winter. 100% the best outdoor like bar bathing area that I've seen. ever in any onsen. So that one in the snow, wow, mwah, wow. Then my second favorite onsen I would say might be in Unzen in Nagasaki. I did a short recently about the hells of Japan, and that onsen is pretty cool. Obviously, the thing with onsen is that there are onsen areas and then there are onsen sort of ryokans. So obviously, the great thing is also that you can actually go and visit like ryokans as a guest. Most of the time, they will allow day trippers, so that's really worth checking out. I've also been to Noborubetsu Onsen in Hokkaido, and that was pretty nice also. Like the hells there were wow, and by hells I mean like the natural sort of like volcanic sort of area. It was just phenomenal. I'm talking about like a lake that was boiling, like a boiling lake. It was so cool.
And Jamal was there. I was sitting there. He was there.
Hey Steve-O, how are you doing? Thanks for coming here, Steve-O.
We were there in the sand, and I thought, my God, I'm in the
Hey, Jim Ross got your t-shirts yesterday. Looks and feel good, but haven't worn it yet. You should be wearing it for the stream. Ginzen Onsen, not yet. I haven't been yet. It's I was gonna go in the winter, but it was just too much to do. Thanks so much for buying some of my merch. That is so cool. That makes me happy to hear that we are all supporting each other in this channel. Let's see. Which camera are you using, by the way? Well, right now, this is the iPhone 14 Pro. So, hello from the iPhone 14 Pro. This is a DJI mic that I'm using right now. And in terms of my gear, I think I might try to make a video about it before I leave. There's only 2 more weekends before I leave, really, which means that one of them might be like what gear I take, how I vlog or whatever when I'm in Japan. But I have a Sony A7S III, and I have 3 main lenses, or 2 main lenses. I have a Tamron 24, I think it is, or 27 to 70 f2.8, pretty good lens. And then I have 50mm lens, and then I have a 150 to 300 millimeter lens, which is also pretty good. So those are my interchangeable lenses. That's where I shoot all of my slow-mo sort of like content, top notch. Great camera, saved up for years for it. It was like my dream camera, and I managed to get it. Then for like facing me sort of stuff, I've been using the DJI Pocket 2 for that kind of content. But I have been looking, and likely, very probably, going to be updating and changing to a Sony ZV-1 Mark II, which has just come out into the market, just basically because it uses the same color science as my other Sony camera. So the idea, and it's quite small, it's not like a gimbal, but it's much higher quality than the DJI. The idea is that I can use that. It's got a really wide lens. It's 18mm lens, so it's pretty good for face sort of like chatting sort of thing. So the idea is that I use that when I'm talking to myself or when I'm vlogging, and I use my main camera for all the B-roll. So that will be a really nice way of filming. I think it will speed things up, make things so much easier for me. And other than that, it's also small enough to allow me to take it to, whenever I go to places where I don't want to carry a huge freaking large camera with a big lens that everybody sort of looks at and thinks, hey, who is this guy? So if I go to, if I go to an izakaya in the evenings, if I go to maybe even to a short day trip, or for example, if I go to Universal Studios, that's the kind of the camera that I would take with me instead of lugging around the whole sort of gear. And then I have a DJI Action, which I'm contemplating taking with me. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see. Oh, and the Insta360. I'm a bit of a camera freak, as you can see. I went to Arishiyama last August, no foreign tourists. So it was really peaceful. Nice, nice, nice. But last August, things were closed, so no wonder. There were no tourists. I was in Japan last August, and it was pretty dead and nice. Thank you for the gear info. Well, hopefully I can make a better video. Not sure what channel I'll put it on. Probably on the Ninja Monkey. Depends on how it's produced. But I have quite a few videos to go out in the Happy Gaijin channel. One of them being a ninja restaurant that I went to last year that I never made any content out of. Another one being actually a the what do you call it? What do you call it? The Digital Arts Museum. So Digital Arts Museum is the other one that that I haven't really covered. And there's one more that I definitely would probably put out very soon, and that is my experience during New Year's, the actual New Year's experience. I filmed it all with my iPhone. I was quite happy. I filmed it all with my iPhone, and yeah, I've got some behind the scenes footage of what it was like to actually be part of New Year's at a temple. It was pretty cool. It was pretty insane. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I really did. Really, really enjoyed it. Hamling told me she wants to get a camera like yours. I know. She keeps on telling me. She said you were a true pro. She keeps on saying that to me. I blush, because she's a true pro. She is evidence that you don't need any crazy major amazing camera gear. All you need is to be really, really good in front of the camera, to know exactly the content that your audience wants, and you're fine. She truly is a pro. She's like my guru, my senpai. Although I'm older, so can that even be a thing? I'm not very sure. But she is definitely somebody that I look up to and I learn a lot from. And like I said a few streams ago, I mentioned about how I no longer listen to people who don't do YouTube. You get lots of people, which, I appreciate people trying to help. I know that everybody has their best intentions. Why don't you do a video about this? Why don't you do this? Or why don't you, whatever, for YouTube. But if you've never actually done YouTube, then it's difficult to give recommendations and advice. Is what I find. Yeah. But yeah, she's great, and you know what? Maybe I can convince her to go and go camera shopping with me. Maybe she can buy herself a camera like mine. Or maybe she should check out the new one that I'm going to get, the new Sony. It's quite small, but it's quite a nice little camera that she might also find a lot of use in using. If I was with Dying Gold, this would be my fourth one by now. Team Labs, Sensei. Yeah, maybe Sensei. Let me give you a little tour of this. This, like I said, this is my place. This is my spot. In fact, this table is exactly where I sit, or here, or where Jared is. Basically, depends who gets here first. Basically, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Sometimes. All right. Let's see. Oh, check out these cakes. Ooh. Hey, Frog Lady! Look where I am. I am in Gibraltar, in my hometown. This is my spot. This is Jury's pub. And to prove that I am in Gibraltar, British overseas territory, everything is in pounds, as you can see. And yeah, it's basically Jury's, because our law courts are basically next to us. So it's not too big. It's a little place, really, but I like it. It's kind of quite charming, I'd say. If that makes any sense. So, tu esposa no trabajaba hoy, no trabajó hoy, ¿no?
¿Eh?
Tu esposa no está trabajando hoy.
Sí, pero la estuvo de 1:30 a 3 aquí y la mandaron a la de Trency.
¿Trends? Sí, ¿qué le han mandado allí?
Sí, porque ha faltado una.
Pero no para siempre.
No,
Ah, okay.
han querido cambiar.
Sorry about the Spanish. His wife is my barista in the Costa Coffee. I told you this place, like, we all know each other. I was not kidding when I said that we know each other, like, in this place. So, but yeah, he is my, like, barman, and his wife is the barista, my barista of choice when I go to Costa Coffee. And I like it because it's a bit of a competition. So he tries to outdo her and she tries to outdo him. So I always have good coffee.
No, you prefer my coffee.
He says what?
You prefer my coffee.
I don't know it.
He prefer my coffee.
He's from Spain. A lot of workers here in Gibraltar, they come across the border to Gibraltar from Spain. Oisho. Chanarewa, yeah. Looks good. By your command, cake. I know, you know what? If I was to have cake now, like, I mean, it's pretty good. Chocolate cake is good. The banoffee pie is good. The carrot cake is good. The homemade cheese, I've tried them all, but this is my favorite. It's a goat cheese cheesecake. Goat cheese cheesecake. And it is incredible. If you ever come here, they put some walnuts over the top and they drizzle some honey, and it is like incredible. So if you ever come here, you should definitely check out the goat's cheese cheesecake. I'll show you what it's like now outside. It's finally nighttime, by the way. Check it out. This is my hometown. Welcome to Gibraltar. Hometown of Ninja Monkey. You're drooling a little. I know, I was drooling also. Yeah, but the goat's cheese cheesecake is something. It's quite something. Yeah. Whew, let's get back in, finish the pint, and get home. Because it's a work day for me. How is it going with, can I show them?
Yeah, sure.
Right, let's see. Have you worked on that now?
Here you go. 3, 2, 1. It's got
That
no
is
sound.
pretty insane, I have to say. The style is so cool.
Very military, my way of approach. Very Power Ranger, actually, to be fair.
It is a bit Power Ranger-ish, yeah.
Yeah, very Power Ranger-y. And
But-
I'm still playing around with this shot. Still not finished, but it's almost there.
Ooh.
Yeah, almost.
Very
But
cool.
it's almost there. Almost there.
Very, ah! This is the where the creatives come. That is freaking good. That looks great. Is it in Unreal Engine? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It is. It is. It is. I've been here for the transition. He was on. What were you before?
I was in Cinema Footy.
Cinema Footy. Cinema Footy, and now he's moved on. I've been here from the beginning, following his adventure. That looks great, and that's just amazing to me. Jewish Gibraltar is izakaya like. I don't think it's izakaya. No, it's too quiet for an izakaya. It's definitely very British pub like. You know what I mean? So, but like kind of posh. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit posh. When it comes, in terms of pubs. What I'll do is I'll probably walk a little bit downtown, pay for this, walk a little bit downtown, and start heading home because it's already 10 past 10 here in Gibraltar, and Yeah, can you believe I still haven't booked? I still haven't done my JR pass. I need to do that this weekend. Really, it's something that I need to do. I think. By the way, anybody new who's watching, please let me know where you're watching from, or maybe just let us all know where you're watching from, because obviously there might be new people who don't know where you're from, and also it might be a good reminder for Ninja Monkey. Reminds you of RoboCop, apparently. Jared. Somebody says it reminds them of RoboCop.
Yes! Yeah, Robocop is another one. Another thing people are really pushing on to me.
Whoa, Michelle from Jamaica. Wow. Where else? Where else? I'm gonna tell Jared where you're all from. James in Canada, I know. G Zakaya. Ooh, that would be a great name if I ever open something. Boston, USA. Akiko, how are you doing? I went to bed early last night to get up early. Hey, I'm actually here in my. I'm showing you my hometown a little bit. gonna go out and show you a little bit. It's dark now because it's nighttime, but you can see a little bit of my where I live. I'm in a little British pub. No, British pub. No, I'm in a pub. It's British because I'm in British territory. It's not like the hub or anything. See? Gizakaya. Florida, Australia, whoa. Northern California, whoa, 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 whoa. Do you want to know where everybody's watching from, Jared? Do you want to know where everyone's watching from? Look, we have people from Canada, Jamaica, Boston, USA, UK, Japan, Australia, Florida, Northern California right now.
That's amazing.
Loads
Nice to meet everybody. Nice to meet everybody.
Nice to meet everybody, he says.
True, yeah.
Near Manchester. I don't have to go back to Japan until August. Okay. Hi Ninja Monkey, it's me, Daniel. I don't know who that is, but hi.
What was it?
Miami, Florida. Awesome. Whoa, cool. So many people. And also, let's not forget all the Europeans that are here. Like Philippe, Caroline, who might be lurking. Knowing Caroline, she's probably lurking. Avocado Masha, hey, how are you doing? It's been a while, I think. Avocado Masha. I love that name. Miami, Florida. Right, I'm gonna pay up, and I'm gonna clip this onto me again. Gonna pay up. Get my little bag ready, and let's show you a little bit of show. Okaike onegaishimasu. Okaike onegaishimasu. Sí. The bill, please. Wow. Que mañana tengo trabajo así, ¿no? 7? Wow. Very early. ¿Qué? Okay, let's get going. Venga, bye. Bye.
See ya. Adios, see ya, everybody.
Hi. Well, I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna walk up. So probably I'll poke in through the window and say hi to you.
Shall I give my Instagram?
Okay. What's your Instagram? Venga. You can follow Jared for his amazing adventures creating content.
Yep.
Let me just zoom in a little bit. Ah, if I can get it to zoom in. Can you see that?
Yep. So I've got all my films right now. It was called. Last time I released the film was last year, so the quality is not going to be the same. But check the story highlights.
Yeah, check out the story.
That's me modern time.
Yeah, and say and tell him that you've come from Ninja Monkey.
Yes, please.
Hey, okay, let's get going. 25 people watching. Let's see.
Bye.
See you.
See you, David.
Bye. Okay, so let me show you where I'm at. Probably gonna be another 15 minutes probably streaming, but I want to show you a little bit of my hometown. This is nighttime in Gibraltar, by the way. As you can see, it's zoomed in. There we go. That's a little bit better. Hi, Ro the Evil. How are you doing? You can see all of our high street stores here in Gibraltar. Hey, thank you very much, Japan. That makes it so much easier. Yeah, it would be really cool to support him a little bit, you know? He's a good guy. He works so hard, so hard. Every time I'm there, like editing or producing or writing scripts or whatever, he's there longer than me. We have, this is another place that you will see me frequent. If you ever come to Gibraltar, Juries or this Costa here, this specific Costa, you will see me probably sitting in there a few times. Easy to spot me. I'm good watching while I work from home. How about you? Is your 6-week trip coming up? Or did you go already? No, it's coming up. I would say about maybe... No, of course not.
No, that's not right. There is something called the protection, okay, of each individual. You cannot be recording people up and down the street.
I can.
No, you cannot. I'm sorry.
I'm not recording you.
Yes, you are recording me, but you cannot record that. Have you got any credentials as a paparazzi or anything?
No.
Please
sorry.
don't record anyone.
Okay, I won't record. I'm not pointing anything at anybody.
Yes, you are. You are pointing at
Sí, pero I'm not pointing at specific people.
And anyway, I don't want to be recorded.
Okay, I'm not recording you.
You are being recording me.
No,
please don't.
sorry. Okay. Okay, guys. All right. That was interesting. Some people are just... Okay, I'm sorry that you had to witness that. I guess that Gibraltar is a little bit more British than I give it credit, if that makes any sense. But yeah, if that makes any sense. I don't know, man. Anyway, it's all live and it's all on YouTube. So I'm not doing anything wrong. Because you can film in public. GBC can come and, you know, like, you can film in public anyway. So, let me show you. Check it out. This is a British postbox of GR. What would GR mean? Do you know? What does GR stand for? Any ideas? No, it's okay, I'm cool. I'm just, obviously, it's not nice to kind of confrontation because I'm not that kind of person. So whenever somebody confronts me like that, I try to diffuse it, obviously, and trying not to argue and just get on with it, if that makes any sense. But obviously, when people, when people are aggressive to you, the way that that man was aggressive to me right now, it sort of shakes you up a little bit, right? Because you don't know how people are going to act or what people are going to do next, ultimately. But yeah, it is what it is, you know? You know, I don't go around pointing my camera at people. I film myself, as you all know, and I literally go around, you know, showing general things, not specifically pointing at anybody who doesn't want to be on camera. So people are just not necessarily educated, I guess. Let's see, perhaps he doesn't want to be filmed because he has too many secrets. Don't worry about it, Nathan. Some people are aggressive for no reason. Yeah, don't worry. Some people have to chill. Yeah. I don't think it was an American, by the way. I don't think so. So, but yeah, just gonna go around and show you, and I'm gonna start heading back home. It's so weird how different people sort of like react so differently, right? Plus, half the time the camera is pointing at me, like I'm the camera is pointing at me. So these are the Gibraltar, like the Parliament of Gibraltar. By the way, check it out. Oh, nothing to see really, because it's like a. There you go. It's like it's all covered up, so it's not too nice really. Let's see. They're everywhere, and you know what the problem is? Perhaps he doesn't want, you should have told him, please get out of the shots. Then he would have been upset that you weren't focusing on him, probably. What I was gonna say was that ultimately, the problem is that there are some streamers that just give a bad name. For example, I don't want to mention the streamer, but there's one in Japan that's been giving streamers a bad name, and it actually worries me to think, because since I've been in Japan, since I was in Japan back in February, it's sort of like sparked off, you know, this whole person who's been going out harassing people in Japan, if that makes any sense. So I'm worried when I go back to Japan if that's going to affect, you know, like streamers like myself in Japan, people who people just go and they spoil it for people just to get a little bit of attention. Basically, unfortunately, it's a bit crap, to be honest. But yeah, your shirt is really cool, Nathan. Thank you very much. You like it? I think it's quite cool also. I bought this one in Harajuku. I actually bought it during a live stream in Harajuku last year when I was in Japan last year. The Yakuza caught up with that streamer, Nathan. He is quiet now. Do you think he's quiet? You know why I have patience? I understand what you're saying, because you just don't know how people are going to act, you know? You literally don't know how people are going to behave, or you cannot. I think unfortunately we got to a point in society that you cannot have an argument with people. You cannot, there's no point in having or trying to have a discussion with people, because people will basically, do you want me to take a photo of both of you?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Because people will basically, you know, people don't want to argue. They're right, they won't listen to you, and you don't know how on earth somebody's is going to react, is what I'm saying. So, Um, how did a tout from Japan end up in Gibraltar? Let's see. Oh, he's in Bali now. He's moved. He's no longer in Japan. Yeah, but the damage has been done. This is the problem, you know, like somebody goes and they cause all these problems, right? And they cause all these problems. And then what? Like the issue has been created, no? Now, like for example, when Logan Paul went to Japan and he did what he did and he caused all this problem, sort of, you know, it took quite a long time for things to clear up and for like the reputation of YouTubers to, even to this day, I know Japanese friends who basically tell me that the reputation of YouTubers is not that great because of what Logan Paul did like years and years ago. And this is the problem, that one person will basically go and do something and spoil it for everyone. People who are just, you know, like respectful, want to show like show the country to other people, etc. You know, so there's also a couple more kick streamers who have been causing problems in Japan. At the moment, I think that the majority of people are sort of like, everyone is in Japan right now, like literally. Every single person is in Japan that you can imagine is in Japan. Everyone is making Japan content. You know, it is what it is. It's a popular place. It's been closed for 3 years. And people want to get to Japan and create content, basically. Even if they've not been doing any Japan content before. But yeah, let's see. Right, gonna start ending the stream so I can get home. And I'll end it where I semi-started, which was actually in the juries in the pub. Let's say hello to Jared as we walk by, and I'll end it here.
Hey guys, again.
I just had some really aggressive people. Yeah. This guy came up to me and he was like, "Don't film me. You're not allowed to film people. You're breaking the law." And I'm like,
There is no such law in Gibraltar.
Exactly, I know.
I found that a friend of mine, you know Keith Reeves, who does photography.
Yeah.
I was telling him, it says, the law
No.
says you cannot,
First of all, you'd have to arrest every single tourist that takes a photo.
Yeah.
You know.
Casual
No,
filming.
casual.
If you are following someone,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
stalking them,
But anyway,
okay.
the guy got
But if
really
you're doing
aggressive,
if you
and I
do it
just
like
sort
that,
of like, and he was still like really got quite aggressive. You know, I kept on saying to him, I said to him, I'm not pointing the camera at you. You are pointing. You can't point the camera at people.
One thing you have to do is when you walk down, you need to sense the vibes of people.
Of
And
course.
and try to anticipate.
He was drunk
this
anyway.
is trouble, so just look for another place.
But anyway, what he doesn't realize is that half the time is pointing at me.
They don't give a shit. They just want an argument.
Anyway, that has been my my evening. And now I'm gonna end the stream. And what time you get home, dude?
Now.
Yeah.
11 o'clock, I think.
Can you play for once?
Anyway, guys, thank you everyone.
I'll pay for mine, don't worry.
Pick what shows I can post. Don't let that more. No, I'm just mentioning it. Whatever it is what it is. But it's definitely time for me to get home and for me to end the stream. I'm gonna head home, and obviously I don't like to give away where I live either. So this is probably a good place for me to say goodbye. But thank you everyone for your support, and don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you know, if you like the video, and check out Happy Gaijin channel, my second channel, if you haven't already. Frog Lady, thank you very much. $14.99. Arigatou gozaimasu. I wasn't sure if it was going to show here. Thanks very much at the very, very end of the stream. Thanks very much also to Japan for the £10 donation, and to Jim for the £20 donation during the stream. Take care. Bye. Do you want to end the live stream?